It used to be that design was a much more limited kind of role in the overall world, but now design is such a key element in a business or nonprofit or wherever they're working. And so it's really this complex mix of abilities that's super important. And that's kind of what we're at.
Their design work doesn't always look like other kinds of design work. We know that the work they're doing is unusual. That's what we want to be known for.
A media design practices education is a good fit for people who have a mix of interests that they never thought could go together. Someone who might be interested in, say, fashion and architecture and technology could combine those three interests into a new form of practice that might influence the future direction of the field.
Usually there is no right and wrong in MDP. They're more like give you the freedom to explore any field in any way you want.
I think we're always trying to find the essence of what the leading edge of design is and bring that into the classroom as quickly as we can and help the students see the future of design by doing it now before it really is happening.
Our program offers 2 tracks. One is called Lab and one is called Field. It's the dialogue between the two that brings a lot of additional richness to each track.
The tracks are similar in that we're all thinking about how design can be used to participate in different kinds of discourse. But with the field track, projects typically stem from this durational field engagement.
I wanted to have some kind of in-field experience that was really important to me. I think a major draw to this program for me was learning how to do design work outside of an agency or studio setting.
People that are interested in social justice through different kinds of lenses, I think, are all drawn to this. They really want to add to the other side of their discipline, which is not just seeing and recognizing a problem, but how do you respond to it, answer it, and put something into the world that actually changes something towards that direction.
The lab track kind of starts with an open inquiry based upon capabilities that we have and then finding ways of applying those to a situation.
We go into a whole range of technologies that are related to design. So everything from programming to 3D printing to building whole web systems.
I love putting concepts in development and working around constraints and cultures and societies and seeing how I could take that all together with different people in the design world, like the programmer, the UX designer, the business lead, to make all come together in one package.
Emerging technologies, they are always kind of developing, and there's always kind of more to sort of pick up or sort of to delve into. And in a way, your fascinations become part of your process and part of sort of the madness of how you develop your ideas.
In order to have a kind of a dialogue back and forth between those two worlds of making and those two worlds of seeing, and constantly kind of challenge ourselves and the student to be critical of what they're doing by enabling and having dialogues with other conversations in design. I think that's positive friction and makes the program more robust for the students and what they get to engage in and the community they get to develop.
You realize that you're with so many other great people who are just as hardworking as you, just as talented, and they push you to be even better.
You have to really be okay with sometimes not really knowing where a project is going. A lot of the times, I think my work grows from being able to bounce ideas back and forth with my peers.
This program relies on the interest and passion of the student, I think, in order to create an experience that is challenging and rigorous. Rather than answering questions, it's much more about figuring out the right question to ask in the first place. Know that you have to be really comfortable with and in fact be excited about uncertainty.
Maintain a huge level of curiosity about design, about technology, about the world that you're in. And that will make you both a great student and a great designer.
The number one thing we look for is spark of ingenuity or that kind of dissatisfaction with things the way they are. We're looking for students who are really investigating what else might something be? How else might the world be?